Sunday challenge. Welcome back to my channel. It is Sunday. I forgot the date. I think it's the 28th of July. Did I ever mention to you that I like to pick up trash to resell, and once in a while I find something that I want to keep? Well, today is the day. Wait until you see what I just found. So this is once in a lifetime find, you guys. I saw this on the side of the road yesterday and I told Tubby I'm keeping it. It's amazing. Okay, so you know by the title of this video that this is almost 300 years old, and it is. This is actually going to be the oldest thing in my house. The oldest. This, or the excitement. This is this. Okay, I found this. You can tell it's broken, right? Let me move the camera a little bit so you can see. Maybe I'll just do a zoom in. Whoop, no, that's a zoom back. Okay, what is this thing? Well, it's broken. Okay, the frame is all busted. And it's got mold and everything. And then look at the back of it, the way they framed this in the back, so you can tell. Oh no, the air conditioner. Hold on, I gotta turn that off because you can't hear me. Okay, so what is this thing? Look at the back of it. Look at how this was framed. All right, so this is already, you can tell, this was framed a very long time ago. Now, what is this thing? I'm going to take the camera off the tripod. I'm going to show it to you, and I'm going to tell you how old it is. Right, so somebody threw this out on the curb, you guys. So somebody threw that on the curb, you guys. I'm trying to not have the reflection of the chandelier, and it's kind of difficult. Let me see if I tilt it. Okay, so what is this? Well, very obviously it's an old engraving, okay, and you can tell from the yellowing, the foxing, whatever they want to call it, that it's pretty old. And the guy's name is Jacobus Beninius Bossuet Episcopus, and I'm like, wait a minute, could it be? And it is. If I go like this, maybe you'll see it better. All right. This is Jacques Bossuet. He was the Bishop of Paris in the 1600s, and he was actually the mentor and kind of religious teacher for Le Grand Dauphin, who was the son of Louis XIV. Now, if you remember a little bit of what I said in my videos about Versailles and Louis XIV, I can't get a good shot of this thing. He died very old, and as a result, his son and grandson didn't make it to king, but Louis XV is his great-grandson. So this guy here was basically the priest in Versailles, and he was the one doing the sermon for Louis XIV. And he was the one who was the religious education teacher for Petit Louis, who was Louis XIV's son. Anyway, so how old is this thing? Is it from that time? No, not really. It's still very old. So let's investigate. You here have, if I scrape off the dust and the mold, this is the guy who made it, Hyacinthus, you can see it right here, Rigaud. Okay, so it's a Rigaud print, all right? And it was done right here in 1723. This is a original print from 1723. It's not a repro, it's an original. And then all the stuff here, what does it read? Okay, so it reads his name, which in French is Jacques Benin Bossuet, Episcopus meaning bishop. And then a bunch of stuff in Latin. And then it gives here his dates of birth. September, right here, September 27, 16 anno 1627. Obituary, right, died. 12th of April. 1704. So this was done post-mortem, and there's a bunch of other stuff written in Latin, which I'm not going to try to bother you with because my Latin is not all that great. So why is it significant other than the fact that this guy is French? Okay, I gotta find a better way to show him to you. Hold on. Can you see him better now? Okay, probably. There's a lot of dirt on the glass itself, and you see the glass is broken, so here's a little bit more of a close-up, right? And the engraving is super high quality. It's beautiful. It really is absolutely gorgeous. I love that kind of stuff. I have a few engraving myself in the house, so this is going to be perfect. And he's kind of significant. Why? So I'm going to talk to you in layman's term because this is not Sophia's history channel, okay? He's very well known in France. Bossuet is one of the icons of theological writing in France with regards to religious writing and all this stuff. Hey, I changed the chime. Can you hear it? It's 1:15. Better get going with my day, right? Okay, so why is this significant? He wrote a ton of stuff. He is one of the forerunners of the whole theory that kings descend from gods. And he considered Louis XIV to be appointed by God, which didn't help Louis XIV because he was already kind of out there in terms of how self-centered, self-important he was to begin with. I mean, he was called the Sun King, okay? You know, there was a reason for that, not only because of his presentation with all the gold and everything, but also because he really believed that he was descending from the gods. And if you go to Versailles, and if you refer to my video, I'll link it down below. When we went to Versailles, you see a lot of repetition of that theme in the ceilings. You see the Apollo chariots and a lot of, you know, the Dians and who else? All of the gods, the Greek gods and Roman gods are in there. And they all likened to Louis XIV. So Louis XIV really liked this guy because he was saying to him, you are to me and to the French population the equivalent of King Solomon. That's basically what he was saying. So that created an atmosphere for a good 100-something years that permeated French culture, that royalty was coming directly from the gods, and that kind of created the French Revolution because people got enough of it at some point. It was just like, no, you're not. You're a regular human. You just happen to have been appointed by birth as king, but really you're just a mortal like everybody else. So this guy Bossuet had a lot of fights with one particular archbishop, and his name was Finlay. I'll write the name right here. And they were at war with each other with regards to theology and how they perceive things. And interestingly enough, when I went to boarding school, Catholic boarding school, when I was a little girl, I went to Finlay school in south of France. So it's kind of connected, you know, like the 12 degrees of Kevin Bacon, but it's kind of connected. But what makes it very special is, one, I found it on the street. Two, it's almost 300 years old, because 1723, 2023, we're almost there. 4 years from now, it will be 300 years old. And I'm keeping it. So guess what I'm doing today? I'm taking it out of this ugly frame. I'm gonna go to Michael's, get a beautiful frame for it, and it's gonna go right over there in my living room. It's gonna take over the Mont Saint-Michel, and the Mont Saint-Michel is gonna be moved somewhere else, because that's really the only place where I can put it that's big enough of a wall, because we know we got stuff all over in here, right? So that's what I'm doing today. So let's go to Michael's, and I gotta measure this thing, and I'm gonna go and find either a frame and a mat, and I'm gonna have to mat it myself, or I'm lucky enough to find a frame that already has the mat, and all I have to do is very, very gently remove it from this busted, broken, dirty frame, try to dust it, and I'm not gonna do anything with it. It's yellowed, so, you know, I mean, there's really nothing I can do about that. And then I'm gonna frame it and put it up on the wall, and we'll see what it looks like. So stick around, we're going to Michael's. here's the frame I picked. The other one you saw on the video, I was thinking about getting a frame and a different mat and put it together, but I found this one. It's a little bit shorter, but I think it's gonna fit. And it's got this beautiful gold finish on it with the mat already and the gold trim right here. So I think it's gonna look really, really cute, possibly just as cute as this baby. So I have to remove everything from the other frame and get moving with this one. So first things first, I gotta remove the back, right? So all I'm gonna do, let me see if I can give you a close-up on that. There we go. I'm using a very small type screwdriver, and I'm going to just move these ever so slightly so that I can, see what I'm doing? I can remove the back. I've never seen a back like this. This is very different. I don't know if it's shiplap, whatever they call it. Okay, so here goes. Here's one. And I got some crazy stuff going on here. Don't know what that is. Alright, so what I'm going to do is speed this up because I need to turn the air conditioning back on. It's really hot today, guys. It's 94 degrees. So I'm going to speed this up and then I'll show it to you once I'm done. This is so exciting. Okay, so now I gotta see how did they put this together, because what I want to do is get this out. Oh, there's a name right here. This summer. I don't know what that means. Or is it this side up? No. This summer. That's what it says, this summer. I don't know what that means. Okay. So, do I want to move it off this? I don't know. I think I'm going to preserve this mat here. And I'm just going to recut it. But first, I want to clean it. Because I'm looking at this. This was broken already. And I don't know where the piece is. But there's some... It's super brittle. It really is super brittle. So I'm just going to cut right here along the edges and keep it on its old mat. Because I really don't want to break it or anything. He's got some damage on his face. I just noticed that wasn't showing on behind the glass. So let me get a dry fiber type cloth and I'm just gonna dust it and that's it. I'm not doing anything else. I'm just going to dust it. See? Okay. You know, it's hard to tell if I'm taking ink or dust and mold. A little bit of both. Okay. I don't want to do too much. don't know if you can tell. I'm going to try to zoom in, but there's some areas where the ink is coming off, and a little bit here on his face. And you know what? That's all right. I don't care. It is all. Look at the quality of this print. The details are absolutely amazing on this. So pretty. Wow. Even the rug with all the design on the rug is there. This is so pretty. I love it. Love it. What a find. Trying to see if there's any indication of where he is. Doesn't really show. No. Okay. Let's look at his face. Not a bad looking fellow himself. And his clothes. Look at that. This is great. Oh man. What a find. Okay, so we can read a little bit better now. Alright, so Rigaud was the printer. Here's his name, Jacobus Billinius Bossuet Episcopus, and the date 1723 when it was done. And I keep on losing the focus, so we're gonna move back. So what I'm gonna do is use the scissors and cut around the old mat, and then we're gonna remat it in the new frame. I need to flush it to the mount in on the top here, and then it's got to be moved up here, otherwise I'm losing the words. So the frame will be right here, well the mat will be right here at the bottom, and then it will go straight to the edges here. So I'm losing a little bit of the white on the top, but you know what, that's okay with me. I don't care about that. Let me make sure I get it proper here. Okay, and I'm gonna tape to the back. I should put the glue, but I don't want to do anything permanent. I'm just gonna put a little bit of tape, just enough to hold it, because the mat is gonna be holding it anyway, and I'm gonna tape the two mats together, you know what I mean? So I'm just putting a little bit here at the corner. All right, and here's the mat, and this is what it's going to look like. All right, so that it's gonna look really, really cool. All right, let me just put two little bit of tape to hold them. What a find, what a find. I'm gonna put just enough right here to hold this together. I don't want it to show, but I just want enough to hold it. It's going behind the frame, so you're not gonna see it. Right, so I'm not being intrusive. There's no tape on it. Oh, it looks great. Yes. Oh, you can't can't see anything. Okay, here we go. That's much better. What do you think? Oh, that's the perfect frame from it. It's just too bad I'm missing a little bit on top. But you can't see anything. All right, so you can see now. All right, so it's flush to the top here. I don't have a bottom part, but that's okay. Otherwise, I would have to get a professional done. But you know what? I may do that eventually. Oh, it's the perfect colored frame too for it. It just matches perfectly. Beautiful. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go get the original wire that was on the back of the old frame, and we're going to install it on this because I like to keep original parts as much as I can. This makes me very happy. I'm ridiculous, am I not? It's totally ridiculous. Okay, don't know if you see, but I have an aqua tint of the Mont Saint Michel here. I've had it for a long time. We bought it in 2003 when Scott and I went there. And we love it, but I can relocate it. And this guy here, he needs to have prime real estate in my house. Too high. I need to get, oh, he's gonna look fabulous. Okay, I need to lower the nail by quite a lot. So let me go get my hammer. And I'm gonna do that. So what'd you think?
Yeah, it looks better.
You like it?
Yeah, with the new frame.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you like the print?
Not a huge fan of it, but it's kind of interesting.
Really? What do you not like about it?
It's just, I don't know.
Is it the
not
content?
Not my taste.
Not your taste? Okay. All right. Well, you can't really. Yeah, here we go. See it better this way. I think it looks really good in this corner.
We got to get the battery out of that thing.
What do you call it? What's the name for it? Motion detector. Okay, so the other one went over here, and I kind of like it actually, because it just does.
Triptych now.
It's a triptych now. We got the whole series, and then
We got the other two over here.
we got the other two over there, so that's good. Let's move it far away. Let's go far away and see what it looks like. Yeah. I like it. Very, very nice. I like. Let's look at it without the electric light on it. Okay, I can't see anything without the reflection of the window. So this is what it looks like. And I like it a lot. All right. So I'm done. I have to compete with the air conditioner. I hope you like it. I like it a lot. Scott likes it too. He's not crazy about the print itself, but he likes the placement and the frame, so that's good. I think the frame looks really, really good in that corner. It was a great find. Oh man, I'm so happy. I'm telling you, it's the town that keeps on giving. They just throw away crazy stuff in my area, and if I can grab it before anybody else, that makes me very happy. Beautiful in that corner. Perfect frame, so it fills up the area very, very nicely. Looks great with my quilt. That's a thumbs up for me. Hey guys, I'll see you later. You know what I'm gonna do now? I'm gonna start sewing. I'm gonna do a sewing video. We're gonna make a purse. So I hope you enjoyed that as well. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.